All right, so tell me what you do here at the Gazette.
Uh, my name is Pilcher. I've been at the Gazette for 20 years. Uh, I cover prep sports and some college athletics. Uh, my biggest responsibility is covering wrestling on all levels, from high school, college, all the way to actually international wrestling, which is quite a thrill for me since I grew up around the sport. So I get to do stories and features and cover events for a lot of our area athletes in eastern Iowa, and once they go on to the college ranks beyond our borders as well.
Well, you said it was a thrill for you. What do you like about covering wrestling?
Wrestling is something that's very, very important to me because my whole entire life I've grown up around the sport. When I was younger, my older brother wrestled, so I followed him. And like a lot of individuals in the sport, usually it's a family thing, whether you're following the footsteps of a dad or brother or uncle or whatever. So it's something that I've been a part of ever since I was little, following him around and then becoming active in it myself, and then being able to cover the sport after college and being a part of it, especially the Gazette's coverage. Mike Chapman is an author and historian in the sport and is well known. J.R. Ogden, an award-winning journalist, they set the standard for wrestling coverage here, and it's an honor to kind of follow them. So the history in the sport, being able to stay involved in the sport, and be able to carry on kind of the legacy started by Mike Chapman and J.R. Ogden is very special. Not to mention the athletes are phenomenal, from the high school level all the way to the international level. Wrestlers are very unique. They've got great stories to tell, and there's a lot of excitement, energy, passion that really makes a wrestling kind of stand on its own and very special.
What would you say is different about wrestling versus other sports that someone might cover?
Boy, I think to really boil it down into one sentence is maybe wrestling is a lifestyle more than a game or a sport. Wrestling is something that people put so many hours in. It really is ingrained into their personality and into their being, really. And that comes through in the competition where it's one-on-one. You don't see that very often. A lot of team sports, obviously, in football, you have 10 other players on the field with you. Basketball, you have 4 other players on the court with you. You do have some individual events or individual sports, but wrestling, it's one-on-one, man versus man, woman versus woman. It's something that it's people are passionate about it. There's an intimacy in kind of dealing with the highs and the excitement of winning, and then seeing the lows because so much work and effort goes into just being able to go out there and compete. You see people just devastated, and it's because they put their heart and soul into things. Not saying other athletes don't. It's just a different level of commitment that the sport demands out of its athletes, and that's what makes it so exciting. Those highs and lows, and it's really cool to see that on a daily basis. In the winter.